Hello and welcome. I'm Jess Thorne. In this demonstration, our goal is to create a copy of Seated Perks and Awards Analyst and get a preview of the agent. Perks and Awards Analyst helps inform employees and guide managers on company perks, awards, and recognition policies. The Perks and Award Analyst AI agent enhances employee satisfaction and recognition by providing clear guidance to individuals and managers, leading to improved engagement through streamlined communication. To create this agent using the Seated template, you need to follow these main steps. Copy and review where the information comes from and what actions it can do. Create tools or edit existing tools that the agent can use to find and show details. Put together a team for the agent, including a worker agent using the tools. Test the agent and then make it available for use. To begin, let's go to the AI Agent Studio, which is where the developers and administrators create and manage these AI agents. I'm logged in as a user, Curtis Fady, who has the role to access AI Agent Studio. So let's begin. Click on the navigation menu, Tools, and then AI Agent Studio. Here you'll find all the Seated templates available for use. Let's filter down the list by entering Perks. And here's the Perks and Awards Analyst template we will use. Let's select Copy Template. Here we'll enter a suffix, which will be added to the names that will be automatically created for us. Let's select Continue. We are now in the AI Agent Studio and viewing the canvas. The agent team name has been created for us with the suffix we entered in the previous step, and we are also in draft mode. Let's first go into review the agent team settings. Click the gear icon to proceed. This is our opportunity to review the details that were copied over from the Seated template. So let's go through each tab. In Details, we have Family as HCM and Product as Compensation. And maximum interactions, we can decrease or increase. And that indicates the number of times an agent within this agent team can interact with the topics and tools assigned to it. We also have the description, which we'll keep. Clicking into LLM, there's nothing to change here as the provider is defaulted. Let's move on to questions. Here we can enter initial questions for the agent team. Let's enter a question. There's also the option to enable follow-up questions. And in doing so, we're allowing the AI to generate follow-up questions based on user conversation history. We'll leave that disabled. Let's go into Security. Here we're going to select the roles which will have access to this agent team. Let's click on Add. And because we want to make this available to all employees and managers, we'll select the roles. We'll apply the employee role. And we have the option to add the additional manager role as well. Technically, line managers would fall under employees, so even if we didn't include line managers, this would still work for an employee who happens to be a manager. For the demonstration, I wanted to show that there is the ability to add more than one role. Let's click Update. Now let's go into our worker agent. Let's click on 3 dots and edit. We'll do the same. We'll review the details, which should be the same as what was in the settings. In addition to that, we do have prompts. And prompts are a set of rules, instructions, and guiding context that defines the agent's behavior, identity, constraints, or operational boundaries. We can review this, but we won't make any changes. Let's click into the language model, and we'll keep the default. We can click on Update if we made changes, or Cancel. I'll click on Update. Now, let's look at the tools. We see that there's only one tool associated with the agent. Let's expand, and let's view the details. Here we have a document tool, and it will retrieve company policies around recognitions and awards. The documents didn't copy over from the Seated template, so here's our opportunity to add documents. Let's close out of there. Let's go to Tools. Let's look up the product, compensation, And the tool type, let's find a document. And it looks like there is an existing document tool related to company policies around recognitions and rewards, so we don't have to create a new one. To create a new one, we would click on Add. Keep in mind, the agent can have more than one document tools. Let's go back to AI Agent Studio, go to Tools, and instead of creating a new document tool, we'll just use the one that we saw. We'll filter down here for compensation. And the tool type, we'll do document, and we'll add that tool type, which already has the perks and awards documentation. We'll click Add. And since the first one didn't have any documents associated to it, I'll just delete it. Here, I'll click Remove. Now, if we move into topics, currently this AI agent is not associated to any topics. What's the difference between a prompt and a topic? A topic tells the agent what to talk about or work on. It provides detailed instructions for handling specific conversation scenarios. So, for example, an employee may have additional questions on the topic of the recognition and awards policies. The AI agent will act as the subject matter expert and explain the policies to the employee. For this demonstration, we won't be adding any topics. Now we're ready to test our agent. Let's click into Debug. And here's a starter question that we had inputted. Let's give it a try. And during the debug, it's reading the input and providing output based on the document tool with the policy attached to it. And if we click on Sources, it'll tell you the section of the Perks and Awards policy that it retrieved the information. Let's close out. And now let's publish. Let's click on Home. We'll go into Me, Show More, and we'll go in as Employee, and we'll go into AI Agent Studio. Through this navigation, we are in the Employee and Line Manager view. Let's click into 82 agents that we have, and let's narrow it down. Let's type in Perks. And here's the Perks and Awards Analyst agent that we created. We'll test it out from the user perspective. And there you have it. Let's close out. Although this is one way an employee or line manager can access AI agents by going through the Me navigation, we can also embed these into Redwood pages. To do that, let's go into Settings and Actions, Setup and Maintenance, and we'll expand the Task panel and do a search. Let's type in Guided Journeys and search for that, and click into Guided Journeys. Let's click Create and give it a name. Tab over and the code will automatically generate. We'll create a draft. Now let's add a task. And we'll name our task. Tab over and let's go to Task Type and select Agent. And let's change the type to Workflow Agent. And we'll locate the workflow agent that we want associated. And we'll select our Perks and Awards Analyst agent that we just created. Save. Now let's activate the guided journey. But before you do that, please make note of the code. We'll need that information. Now let's click on Home. And we'll locate a Redwood page that makes sense to have this embedded AI agent. So under Me, let's go to Show More, and let's find something under Compensation. Let's click into My Compensation. And it looks like we already have a compensation advisor AI agent embedded in here, but we do want to add the perks and awards analyst one. So let's proceed to do that. We'll click on settings and actions, edit page in Visual Builder Studio. And under page properties, let's expand guided journey. Currently, the code that is embedded into this Redwood page is this compensation advisor. For our demonstration, we'll clear that out and we'll paste that guided journey code that we obtained. Let's tab out of there. And now you see that the Perks and Awards Analyst is embedded into the My Compensation Redwood page. You can select the live mode and test it out. And if you're happy, you can proceed to click Publish. And that brings us to the end of our demonstration, where we walked through creating a copy of the Perks and Awards Analyst agent using a seeded template. Thank you.